people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country. Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this.
Alright, what's up guys? It's your girl Gigi, and in this video we're basically going to be talking about the whole clash between the Ukrainian President Zelensky and the United States President and Vice President Donald Trump and JD Vance. Now obviously it was a very serious clash in the White House at the Oval Office. It was a lot. There were very, disturbing discussions. I think it was really bad at the end of the day because they didn't end up signing the mineral deal that they were supposed to sign, and everybody was talking about for like a whole week before he eventually went to the White House. I am going to be giving you guys the full story, so don't go nowhere, okay? So the Ukrainian President Zelensky goes to the White House because he's supposed to sign a deal, a mineral deal at the White House that they have been talking about for a really long time. So he goes to the White House, obviously, and then he takes a seat at the Oval Office with the President and the Vice President. And you know how these things really go. They exchange pleasantries, they talk for a few hours, just some small talk, formal talk, usual stuff. And this is where it gets crazy. So JD Vance, the Vice President, makes a very controversial statement, but he makes a statement that doesn't necessarily sit right with Zelensky. So he says something like, oh, the path to peace is through diplomacy. It was something like that. I'm gonna leave the quote on the screen. So he says something like that, and that doesn't sit right with Zelensky because he's like, no. He obviously disagrees with them, and I think Trump also does not agree with Zelensky too. So they're basically trying to let him know that, if you just work a bit harder, you will be able to get this ceasefire with Russia. And like it wasn't just sitting right with Zelensky at all. And he made a statement that suggested that he wasn't very grateful to the United States for all their help. And Trump and Vance were obviously like, you need to be more grateful. Okay? You need to be more respectful. I mean, we helped you guys. Trump is obviously of the opinion that the United States have been helping the Ukrainian government with their taxes, of course. He's actually of the opinion that the American taxpayers are the ones paying and aiding these people. I mean, he made a statement. He was like, we've helped you guys, with our stupid president, obviously referring to Joe Biden, with like $350 billion. And he's obviously not, okay with the fact that Zelensky is not very grateful. He needs to be more grateful. And it's just a lot, honestly. They start raising voices and pointing fingers. It's crazy, and it's costing a lot. So let's take a look at an actual video clip.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country, that's backed you far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I answer?
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
Yes. What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
you invited me
if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days. I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Just say thank you.
I said a lot of times to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards.
Thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I wanted this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me.
For you what,
that wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards.
Yeah. So that's what the meeting looked like at the end of the day. So it was a lot more, there was a lot more drama that I had described. Okay, so initially it was supposed to be a meeting and then a press conference, and then they signed the mineral deal, which is supposed to be of an advantage to the United States economically, and it's also kind of like a security guarantee to the Ukrainians. Okay, so it's actually for the benefit of both nations, although I do feel like it's more advantageous to the United States, but I'll get into that much later. So anyways, Zelensky is eventually told to leave the White House. Like, he tells him, yo, get out, get the
okay, let's go
out. He tells him to leave the White House, and Zelensky obviously has to leave the White House, and he ends up not signing the deal, which is supposed to be an advantage to both parties. I mean, come on. And he then eventually leaves the White House. And now people are currently criticizing the president's actions, and he shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have gone that way, or shouldn't have said it like that. People are currently criticizing the president and the vice president's actions, and saying that, oh, he shouldn't have done it that way, or something. Like, it's honestly a lot. It's a lot. Social media is crazy. It's going crazy. Donald Trump says that he should come back when he's ready for peace. He literally said that while Zelensky's car pulled off. So he said that he should come back when he's ready for peace. So Trump is obviously not flinching on his decision, and well, let's just hope Zelensky comes back. If he doesn't come back, well, I guess we'll see what happens next. But yeah, it's honestly crazy. A lot of people that are not in support of Trump are still criticizing his actions. Some people that are Trump supporters are a little, indifferent. They don't know if this is what he should do. But then some people are also saying that, you know what, I support Donald Trump and I support his actions, and I believe that what he's doing is for the benefit of America, and I support what he believes in. America first. I am obviously indifferent. I do not know why this is the way it is. Let's just see what this goes. So following that, Zelensky is going to have a meeting with the UN. Anyways, let me know your thoughts on this whole drama that took place in the White House at the Oval Office. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.